Hey everyone, Phoenix Spring Tarot. So this is your March pick a card reading, what to expect for the month of March. So what we'll be looking at in this month is where are you, what are you exploring in terms of this current stage of your energies, this current stage of your journey, sorry, I should say. We'll also be looking at the impact of eclipse season. So we have a total lunar eclipse in Virgo, and then we have a partial solar eclipse in Aries. So we'll be looking at the impact of that for you for this month and 6 months onwards, 6 months to a year rather, after the solar eclipse. Then we'll be also in this reading focusing on what you need to release, what you need to focus on to release, heal, or get through the current issues that are in your energy. And then lastly will be messages of encouragement and insights from your spirit guide team. So we have four piles actually. This time I was drawn to do four. So let's go through them now. So we have pile number one with this pink quartz, tumblestone, pink quartz, rose quartz, sorry, not pink quartz, rose quartz, my apologies. And we have pile number two with this black tourmaline, tumblestone. And we have pile number three with this blue celestine, tumblestone. And then we have another pile. I did this the last time we did a pick a pile. This pile number four is going to be a collective energy reading for all the light workers, spiritual teachers, those of you who are awakened and feel called to be of service for the elevation of the collective. So that would be the fourth pile. Now, just a reminder, you can choose more than one pile. Firstly, go with your first instincts in terms of what you feel drawn to. Remember, this is a collective reading, so not everything is going to resonate. Only take what does, leave the rest behind. And also, if you can, get your own deck as well and apply your intuition as I'm going through the cards. So that could ensure, as it's a general reading, that you can tailor the reading to suit your circumstances and suit your situation. Okay, so you're making the pick a card and you're making your time work a bit harder for you. All right, so that's it from me. Guys, see you in your pile. Bye for now. All right, so pile number one, welcome to your March pick a card reading. So what energies could you expect for this eclipse season? So you guys selected the rose quartz, tumblestone. And it goes without saying when it comes to rose quartz, it's about being in your heart space is what I'm picking up from the initial energies here. But I'm picking up also just a sense of nostalgia also for a lot of you in this energy. And there's a gentleness with regards to your energies as well. Okay, let's go into your energies and see. So you have two. Okay, look at that. So what are you exploring at this stage of your journey? You are enough. And cosmic flow. Okay. The impact of eclipse season, of course, we need the Moonology card. It's time to release negativity. And for the energy, I have these written down, so you may see me heavy turning paper. What you need to focus, where your focus needs to be to release, heal, and get through issues, you have writing. And for messages of encouragement from the Spirit Guide Collective, for pile number one, we have transformation. Things are changing on a cellular level, deep healing. Okay. And I will be shuffling tarot cards on camera for further information. Okay. So in terms of where you are on your spiritual, where you are and what you're exploring at this stage of your life journey in terms of you are enough and cosmic flow. Yeah, it's interesting for you, and enough. I picked this up with the rose quartz tumblestone. There is a feeling of nostalgia. It's like, notice the pink in hair and the pink hair as well. It's like some of you guys may be healing or recovering from something. So either coming out of they're just giving me the term relationship, like a relationship or a situationship. Either you may have broken things off, someone has broken else has broken things off, or you may be reflecting on people that you've separated from, like long lost friends or colleagues or family members. Whatever it is, take it as it resonates. The point is, I'm picking up on, again, that nostalgia. We picked up energy we picked up on the beginning. There is something of a reflection energy. And I'm not surprised because we do have Venus retrograde coming up. And the 1st of March, we're in that energy now to April the 12th. We have that Venus retrograding in Aries and going back into Pisces. I have this reflection, and it's like you guys reflecting on what was, what could have been, etc., etc., and you're healing old wounds. You're using this Venus retrograde to revisit, to bring to an end certain lessons and from that situation and gaining wisdom. And one of the lessons I'm picking up here for you guys, pile number one, is that you are enough. You are enough. It didn't have anything to do with you. There isn't anything that you could have done better. There's nothing that you could have said or done or turned up to or getting the timing right for anything. It's not about that. For others of you, pile number one, I'm picking up on the energy that there isn't any more preparation. It's like you'll never be ready, is another message that I'm picking up here. You just never be ready. And it's a matter of going with it, going for it, going for it. I'm picking up, they give me the word vulnerability. There's also a sense of vulnerability that you guys are being asked to move into, pile number one, in order to go with the flow and open up yourselves to the universe and the possibilities that the universe wants to bring in for you. Now, with the retrograde, it's interesting. Oh my God, we have Mercury retrograde as well happening on the 15th. So that answers a lot. The Venus and Mercury retrograde. That's where it's like a lot in your heart space, and there's a lot of reflecting on things in your heart space and healing through that as well. What may help with that healing process, I'm hearing, is writing. So it's giving voice to how you feel. It's either writing it down or communicating it to someone through a letter, through an email, through words. You know, sometimes you could write a letter and just keep it for yourself or hand it in for yourself. It's like part of therapy. I think some therapy sessions encourage people to do that, to get out what you would have said to someone in order to release it and heal and so on. And by writing a letter to yourself and keeping it to yourself, what you would have said to someone, it provides a safe environment for you to do so, to really get everything out, physically getting it out through the process of actually writing it and seeing it there in print. You know, that there's something that could be potentially cathartic about doing that. It's also a matter that some of you may have had an idea or an inspiration to have actually to want to write, to want to get your finding a way to get your voice out there. So it could be that some of you may want to do that as well, and that could also be part of your healing. If you felt intimidated about putting yourself out there, about putting your voice or your thoughts or your ideas out there, now is the time to do so. You're being given the light to do so, that could help bring light to someone's life. It could help inspire someone else, being able to share your story and being able to share the healing and so on that you've done up to this point. So it could be, for some of you guys, this could be something that you're doing on the side. It could be something that you're doing as a one-off project, or it could be on the side one-off project, or it could be more internal and personal to you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be shared, is what I'm saying. For others of you, you may be thinking of putting something out there. You may be actually thinking of putting something out there, like a book or something like that. So it also relates to that as well. Okay. And mind you, we'll get more on all these energies when we go into the tarot. Now, for what the impact the eclipse season will have, we have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And again, it comes back to that nostalgia energy I was picking up here. When you get in a state of nostalgia and you're reflecting on the past, what could I have done? What could I have this? What could I have that? And I feel that essence of not being good enough or putting yourself down or any of those limiting beliefs that are within that sphere, that is also what you guys are being called on to release. Now, it's interesting that this full moon is something coming to an end, is in Scorpio energy, because Scorpio is that transformation energy, isn't it? Scorpio is that transformation, it's that rebirth energy, and we have a transformation card for you. And interestingly, we have the pink again. So your being in your heart space is the most powerful place you could be to bring about that transformation. Once you have that transformation energy coming from the heart and the bravery to then be a part of the river of life and just go with the flow, the bravery and the courage to go with the flow and to turn up for you is another thing that I'm seeing for you guys this month. This is a very, very personal, introspective energy I'm picking up for you guys. Pile number one, very, very introspective. I'm not really picking up per se that anyone else is involved just yet. Mind you, we're going into the tarot. We're diving in for more detail. I'm just picking up that this month it's all about your internal space. It's all about your internal awareness, expanding your awareness, letting things go, to allow new things to come in. Yeah, but there has been, with this world reverse, an opportunity for, mind you, we had the Wheel of Fortune here as well. With this warrior judgment, that's the thing. It's like this is end of cycle-esque time. There is some realization, with this judgment energy, there's a realization, there's a coming to terms with something that you all, the eclipse season is going to be particularly potent for. You guys have been hanging in this energy for quite a while with the world reverse. It's like you haven't been able to pass a certain point because you've been reflecting on something quite a bit, or something that's been holding you back. Perhaps it's that awareness that you are enough, enough that you're coming into, that is going to finally give you guys the momentum. If you've been feeling stuck for a while, it's going to give you guys the momentum to know, no, I don't need anything else. I am complete as I am. I can do this. I can move forward. It's like, I'm just seeing like you guys moving along this river of life. Finally, it's like something gets moving. There's movement, there's momentum for you. There is release, there's letting go, is what of whatever it is that some of you all may be holding on to. Now, this release and letting go could be you all leaving a position or leaving a group of people. It's time, like from wherever you are, and this is particularly a work situation that's coming to the forefront, or it could be a living situation. It's like you guys have outgrown it. You're ready to move on from it. You've learned everything that you can learn, and you're just ready to move on. And that being ready to move on, it's like with the cosmic flow, you need to tell the universe that you're ready. You need to demonstrate through your actions to the universe that you're ready for this. So take this as it applies in terms of demonstrating through your actions to the universe that you're ready to move on and the universe has got you with this. Like it's almost as if you're on the shore, you're on the green, and you're ready to get back onto the river and follow the flow. It's like you're ready to get moving, is what I'm picking up on pile number one. You got everything you need and you're ready to go, you're ready to move. Now, with this ace I'm picking up here, which is coming next to writing and coming next to release of negativity, like this is talking about a new. Of course, aces are new beginnings and everything else, but it's like this is a time of inspiration. It's like you get, it's divine inspiration that's coming through. You're going to take that leap of faith in terms of doing something. This is what I'm also getting with the Ace of Pentacles. And with this, I'm also getting, in terms of what you all have inspiration to do, it's going to be something very practical. It's going to be something with your hands. So, that writing and so on, being something with your hands, being something that tangible that you could share with other people. So that is coming in. It's also rising up to something that is more aligned to you, putting yourself or making yourself available for an opportunity that is more aligned for you. I'm mainly picking up within the work sphere. Some of you may be very gifted and fluent with speech and with talking, in addition to writing. You may have a way with words, is what I'm also picking up with here. So if that's you, then there is a new opportunity coming in with regards to that. Or with the judgment card coming right above writing, you're being called to tap into this natural gift and ability you have to put it out there in the world. I'm also being told as I say this that you don't have to have all the answers there right away. You don't. It's just a matter of starting, using this eclipse energy to start and putting one foot in front of the other. Also, what I'm picking up here is that this eclipse energy is a potent time for your manifestation. So if you write things down on cards and you put it in the moonlight, whatever your eclipse season protocols, etc., are, this is going to be the time to actually do it. Because with this Nine of Cups energy, a lot of what you put out there in terms of your intentions and what you want to do, there is a very good chance that you would achieve every single one of them faster or sooner than you would expect. However, with the rose quartz, it's a matter of whatever you put your intention on, coming from your heart, coming from your soul, and not just a matter of doing it because you feel that you ought to do it or you owe it to someone to do it. Okay. Finally, let's wrap up by getting something with this transformation energy. I'm getting a lot when you come into that energy of understanding and realizing that you are enough, pile number one, and you not just feel it from your head or an intellectual level, you allow it to flow down to your heart. So you really believe that. You would be able to see yourself the way other people see you, is another message that I'm picking up. In the divine empress space that you are, or the divine empress that you are. I'm also picking up that some of you may have Aries placement as well, like specifically. So this is the solar eclipse the partial solar eclipse may particularly impact or influence you. They're also drawing me to this Virgo partial lunar eclipse, no, full lunar eclipse actually in Virgo. If there are any, no, sorry, the message just went. They want me to just click on this transformation. So message with regards to the transformation energy for number one. Yeah, whatever this transformation is, and you have the Knight of Pentacles, there is definitely an offer of something coming in. It's either to collaborate with someone or it's a new opportunity altogether, is what I'm getting here very strongly with this. And it's been a long time coming as well. However, it's bearing in mind that this message is coming through again. Whatever this opportunity is, and again, I was talking about Aries. We have Aries, Leo, Sag as well. if you have those placements for this file, because I was picking a lot of. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I was picking up particularly those placements for this file. But if you don't have it, that's also fine. It doesn't mean that there aren't any messages for you, but they wanted me to particularly call forward those zodiac signs. Now, this transformation on a cellular level and deep healing, not only are you going to come to the realization that you are enough, and not only are you going to start putting yourself out there again with the cosmic flow, but by you taking the aligned action with this, it's like that aligned action is going to bring about a lot of, it's like you guys are going to start a process if you're not on it already. I feel a lot of you guys, pound number one, are on this process already, but this is a process of, you guys have been on a process of inner transformation, transforming on the inside. And that's what I was getting. A lot of this energy in this group is a lot of internal world. So people around you may not know what's going on internally, but you're ready for whatever you've been, whatever has been evolving, whatever has been healing, whatever you guys have been working on internally. It's like it's time to let it go. It's time to release it. It's time for you guys to bring it to the forefront, to bring it externally, to really release and stand in your magic, to really glow, is another phrase that they're giving to me. You and some of you guys, if some of you guys in this pile are light workers, starseed, double missions, mission souls, etc. I feel that this solar eclipse, if you do any eclipse rituals, this could be a time of DNA activation for new gifts and abilities to also come online as well. So that's another message that I'm also getting. Right. So, pile number one, that is it from me. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know down below, and I'll see you in a future pile. Bye for now. All right, so pile number two, you guys selected the black tourmaline stone. So let's see what to expect for the month of March with the Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, lunar eclipse in Virgo, and the partial solar eclipse in Aries, and Neptune moving into Aries for the first time in about 100 years. So much potent energy going on for the month of March. What could you guys expect? So I'm picking up with the black tourmaline that you guys have generally been, I'm just picking up closed book, keeping people at arm's length, keeping people at a distance. Like people can't read you is a message that I'm picking up for this file. So if that resonates, then there'll be messages here for you. Anything else? Protecting your space and having very good boundaries is another message, and seeking your soul tribe as well is something that I'm picking up. People picking up on people who get you. It's like even if you had to let your defenses down, you wouldn't let your defenses down for just any and everyone. You want to let your defenses down for people who actually get you, people who are worth your time. Otherwise, you know what, part number two, you're just like, leave me alone. I'm minding my own business over here. Like I only want people who are around me who are worth my while. Don't know where that's coming from, but let's get into your cards and see. All right, so the first set of cards, the red check cards, is where are you? Where are you now, or what you are exploring at this stage of your life journey? Okay, right. Be open. Oh God, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Interesting. Okay. Let's go on. So the impact of eclipse season. Work through your fears. Oh, pile number one got full moon in Scorpio. You guys have new moon in Scorpio. Working through your fears. And we have the same black energy as we had with the black tourmaline. So could it be you guys have, is there a fear of being open, perhaps, for you guys? Which the energies would be encouraging you to let down that guard a little bit more, to let people in. Okay, let's continue. So next we have, if you hear rustling of the papers, because each card has a particular purpose. So I'm just reminding myself of what that is. So what you need to focus on to release or heal and to get through your issue. So we have two, okay, we have a lot here. Strength is one that's come through. Everything you've experienced in your life have made you strong and courageous. You know what? For some reason, I don't know who this is on the image of this card, but they're giving me Attila the Hun. So that I would also look into Attila the Hun after this, because I don't know who Attila the Hun is, but apparently that's coming through really strongly for you guys. Spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, seminar sessions, and seminars. So some of you, pile number two, could be very, very spiritual. Some of you could be spiritual teachers. So you heal with your classes. So by actually delivering and spreading your gift or your spiritual knowledge to others, this could be a point of healing for you, or perhaps exploring your spirituality or your spiritual side, your religious side, is where you can perhaps gain strength and healing. I like the purple coming through here as well. I like the fact that you guys also appear as angels. So, sorry, excuse me. If some of you all are missioned souls, then you may want to check the complimentary pile that I've done, the collective reading for all missioned souls, star seeds, light workers, etc., because I have that there. And flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. A lot of you may be earth, oh God, they give me this term, earth fairies, or be very good with being outdoors and out in nature and soaking up nature, like you're at one with nature. You love being outdoors. You love either being in the garden, doing garden work, or you love just, I'm seeing walking along the beach. You just love and appreciate nature so much. Like whenever you feel, this is a message, whenever you guys are feeling a bit down, just being out in nature and doing something out and about outdoors, feeling the air against you, like that really serves you very well. And taking in the beauty of the world around you also. That serves you very, very well in rural areas particularly. Now, some of you could be good at flowers and flower arrangements and that sort of thing. That's not discounting that either. Some of you may be florists or maybe budding florists. So we can't ignore that, or have green thumbs. So we won't ignore that. So messages of encouragement and insight from your spirit guide team. Oh, I didn't expect that. No. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. So we're going to see, we'll go into tarot to find out what that's about. Okay. So let's go into the tarot aspect of this reading to delve in a bit deeper and to get clarifiers. So, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels of the highest light and divine frequency, please protect myself, please protect and bless those viewing this reading. May we only channel messages of the highest accuracy, the highest light, the highest vibration frequency to provide insights for pile number 2 that they need for the month of March. Well, that would be useful for the month of March. Tap me into the collective guide team for pile number 2. The universe is looking to definitely bless you guys for your courage this month. This eclipse season is going to be one of opening new opportunities for you if you are open to receive them. The universe is willing, like that hand is talking about receiving, and there's a hand above, which is giving. So there's something about opportunities that are waiting to come in, but it's whether you, pile number 2, want those opportunities. Are you open to receiving those opportunities? It's like the universe wants to bless you. It wants to give you something. Or someone may want to give you something. So when I say the universe blessing you and giving you something, it could be like an opportunity wanting to come through, someone wanting to give you a leg up somewhere, you having a realization, you having a download, particularly when it comes to, because we can't forget your spiritual teacher energy. And I got this with pile number 1 as well. There could be certain activations or gifts when it comes to your spiritual work that are coming online, breakthroughs that are waiting to be had. But it's like you guys have to be open to it and demonstrate that you're open. So we're going to see what that being open looks like. Oh, I have a card here. Oh my God, the Fool. It's trust. So it looks like trust. It's the Fool. It's a new beginnings. It's, an eclipse season. It's a new habit. It's a new way of being. I'm picking up, it's trusting that there's a lot that you've gone through, pile number 2, which is responsible for you guys being closed, you guys being shut down, you guys being more or less a mystery, and you're happy in your safe space. But they're giving me the term status quo. It's like you not deserve more is the right phrase, because some of you guys could be comfortable with exactly where you are, but there is so much more that you guys could be doing and contributing to the collective. And it's letting go and trusting now. It's understanding and believing and trusting that a lot of what you guys went through, which has led to this black tourmaline energy, a lot of what that's black energy rather, a lot of what you guys have gone through, you all have evolved and integrated and healed a lot of that, by expanding now. You're not going to encounter those situations again that have shut you guys down. I'm just want to use shut down for, it's just the best way I can find to get the point across. It's like you could trust the universe and trust now that those situations are not going to come around to you anymore. is what I'm picking up very strongly with this Fool. It's using the power of eclipse season for new beginnings. I'm also picking up Stonehenge for those of you based in the UK or lives next to Stonehenge, or Sedona. Is it Sedona? I'm saying Sendo, Sedona, N-A or S-O. I'm not saying the last few letters. But also, if you guys are spiritual workers or teachers, etc., and you feel called to either go to Stonehenge or go to Sedona, and they're showing me Hawaii, they're showing me grid points in the earth. They're advising that this eclipse season to go to grid points, key spiritual points. They're showing me Medjugorje. Where is Medjugorje again? It's where the Virgin, the Blessed Mother Mary, appeared to these kids. Is it an island? I don't know, but they're showing me that in my mind's eye. So if there are any made, so some of you guys, pile number 2, may be doing grid work as well with the spiritual teacher energy. Pilgrimages to Mecca is something I'm also picking up on. So they're saying that this is going to be the time to do that and to mark this new beginning. And that would also help with the working through your fears as we have the new moon in Scorpio. Okay. Thank you for that, Spirit Guides. Anything else for any other messages for the pile 2 collective? You guys have a fear. Some of you pile number 2. This is not a message for all, but you may have a fear of, I guess, opening up. And it's like there is so much fulfillment and happiness that lies on the other side of you guys opening up. And this is opening up to your soul tribe and your soul team, and particularly a life partner to come in for you. There's a life partner that I'm seeing just hanging out in wings. And when I say life partner, it doesn't need to be romantic. It could be like a platonic person, but who are your tribe? Who are your team? Who are your ride or die? You know, it's the sort where you say, I need to bury a body, and they don't ask any questions. They're coming with a shovel. Like, you know, it's like you guys need a picking up or would love to have, pal number 2, that ride or die who's there with you, who could just expand your world. And it's not a matter of material things or anything like that. It's a matter of emotional and, dare I say, spiritual fulfillment also. So there's a lot of working through your fears. And on the other side of that is going to be that. But for a lot of you, your fears are opening up and trusting and being vulnerable to other people to see you in your authenticity. And that's right. And it's taking aligned action to work through those fears and to be open and to step out and say, look, this is me. You don't need to, you're stripping off that facade of what you perceive other people want to see of you. And you're letting your fruit flag fly, basically. You know, it could be that you're into something like, I don't know, origami, not origami. Origami is not a good example. But, you know, it's, oh my God, you can't make this stuff up. We have the lovers. So for some of you, this is actually a relationship coming through. For some of you, lovers doesn't necessarily have to mean relationship. I know that. But let's clarify the lovers. But again, this is something that I was picking up. It's about that emotional connection and that intensity of it. So it's not a matter of someone being able to give you gifts or something like earthly or worldly. It's like the feeling you have with being with this person more than anything else is what I'm picking up with this lover's energy. It's something intense and something potent. Like you could feel it, it's tangible. You just know when this is your person. Like you lock eyes with someone, or you say the same word at the same time. There'll be a lot of synchronicity around, but this is your person. This is what I mean by, and that's what, and in a way, it's passionate. Like it's your person. You fight like cats and dogs, but you fight because you just love each other. It's going to be a new experience for you. Number 2, that you're opening up yourself to, but you're going to love it, you know? Okay, let's get to this no. What is this no about? Oh, I know what it's about. High priestesses, up in pile number 2, healing the past. You're getting divine downloads to heal the past. King of Cups, being in your intuitive energy, putting yourself out there with the star. It's your calling. Any Aquarius. Aquarius. So if there are any Aquariuses in here, any Geminis in here as well, I'm picking that up. Any Pisces, any Aquarius, Geminis, Libras, I'm picking up in this as well. Pisces, Cancers. Who else am I picking up? Pisces, Cancers. Scorpios. Yeah. So there's messages for you guys up in here. Okay. Now this no makes sense. I hope it's going to be worth the wait. So with this, you guys, again, this is the energy I picked up at the black tourmaline in the beginning. You all tend to distance yourself from others and distance yourself from the world. It's your protection. It's kept you safe. Again, it's about letting down the defenses a little bit, integrating a bit more with the world around you. By you integrating with the world, you could help shape it for it to become the world that you want. Understand that a lot of the challenges and so on that you're facing in your environment, people can't, like you guys have, and I'm seeing this with, like, this is your solar plexus. You guys have, and your sacral, you have an inner light, an inner protection light within you. You could take on all of these people easily, or all of these people, places, situations that you perceive as a challenge. You could take it on easily. Like they're not challenges anymore. Like you've healed to the point where they really don't affect you. It's like you're living in your past, how past things have hurt you. It's like there's a bit of living in the past there, and you think of the intensity with which these things hurt you in the past and think that they could hurt you the same way now, and they can't. You've healed, you've grown, you've moved on, so trust that. So that no is quite interesting. It's like letting this bubble down, letting that separation down, integrating. As you know, yeah, that's what you guys have to take that and apply it as you think necessary. But there's a lot of maturity and growth in your spiritual space, particularly, that is coming through with the high priestess. It's a lot of wisdom, it's a lot of integration work that you guys have done. And the universe wants to reward you with the Six of Pentacles for doing all of that. Many of you would be finding your connection to your higher self or your spirit guide team or your soul tribe team. You'd also be getting inspiration and downloads as to what your future would look like or the type of person you want to be in terms of this new beginnings. Dream as big as you can when it comes to this, because this connection line to source, this connection line to above, and again, we have that connection coming through with the high priestess. This is a lot of powerful energy, pile number 3. This is serious energy. Really use the energies of this month. It's a potent month for you all. There are lots of spiritual workers or people who are opening and awakening into their spiritual awareness. So check out pile 4 if you care to just see what the message is in there, because I've done a reading for the spiritual collective as well. Also, if you want to expand your spiritual, if you're beginners and you're new and you're coming into your awakening and you want to develop and deepen your connection with your intuition, with your channel, or just doing tarot, check the description because I have a lot of offers on my website at the moment, so you can get more information there. Okay, so my lovely pile number 2s, I hope those resonated with you. I really look forward to hearing how. You could state in the comments down below. And if you didn't have any messages here, check another pile. So I'll see you in another pile of future readings. All right, so pile number 3, if we those guys who selected the blue Celestine Tumblestone, this is your March pick a card reading. So I have a list as to what each of these cards represent because my spirit guides give them to me in a specific order. So let's get started. So the first card is, where are you? What are you exploring and where are you going at this stage of your life journey? And we have sacred space. It's a really, really beautiful card, sacred space. Next, we have the impact of eclipse season. Sorry, I was just holding this stone, and some of you guys may be setting plans to travel, either traveling at the end of the spring or traveling during summer. Just something came up with regards to that. And it's traveling to also, or some of you may be considering traveling. It could be traveling overseas, traveling abroad, or just doing staycations or something like that. But I'm picking up movement. It's like moving from, and some of you pile number 3s would be moving from your current location, just moving somewhere else. So moving home or wherever it is, it's moving from a perspective of getting a closer connection with who you are, or moving to an environment that would enable you to tune in to who you are, or to be more at one with your environment is something else I'm picking up on as well. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, that just came through. Impact of eclipse season. A personal issue is reaching resolution. You're closing something out. Full moon in Cancer. the energies have been really, really personal across all the cards. It's very internal world, internal life. Okay. So the next card is focusing on what your spirit guides team for pile number 3, what you need to focus on, release or heal through these issues. Yeah, sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So that's sensitivity and that sacred space. And a lot of you guys moving or wanting to move or create distance and space from a particular situation, place, or thing. I feel you just, yeah, you're getting that's where that sensitivity comes in. It's like you go, oh, is she holding crystals? I think she's actually holding a crystal. That's interesting. Okay. I think it's a matter of you guys wanting to tune into yourselves and in your inner world and making connections, like you're sensing that something's going on in your inner world and you just want to make that connection to it. It's not something that I'm picking up you guys could necessarily explain. Pile number 3, it's just a yearning, it's just an urge to do something, which is that movement to connect more with yourself is the best way that they're showing it to me. So this sensitivity card comes through in terms of making the changes, becoming more sensitive to your environment and making changes accordingly. It's like, again, that outgrown your immediate situation and wanting to explore something more that's more aligned and in tune with the person that you're becoming. You're becoming, with that sensitivity card, you're becoming aware of that now. Okay, so messages of encouragement and insight from your spirit guide team, Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So I was picking up a lot about that guidance before. Being guided to do something. It's an inner yearning. Like really listen. They're giving me an advice right off the bat. Really listen to that pile number 3. Don't ignore it. Okay, let's see if we could get more messages from the tarot. So spirit guides, guardian angels of the highest light and the highest divine frequency. Please protect myself. Please protect and bless those viewing this reading. May we only channel messages of the highest divine light, of the highest frequency, the highest truth and nuance for pile number 3 that they can apply for the month of March in this eclipse season for their expansion and elevation of conscious awareness. All right, so let's get into it. What cards are coming through? Just to get to go a bit deeper into this energy, pile number 3. Nine of Cups. Let's see what else. It's like you're being celebrated, you're being congratulated. It's like something has emerged, you're giving birth to something. It could be quite literally you're giving birth. But there's a lot of celebration here. But I feel on a spiritual level, like your team are celebrating you, your team are applauding you, like you've come so far. They're saying, well done, keep on going, don't quit now, because 9 is just before the 10. So they're saying, don't quit now, you're just on the verge of it. Some of you may have for pile number 3 an attachment to animals. So if you have an attachment to animals, it's as if you have either an animal guide or if you have a pet that you're particularly close to. It's like, and I don't really do readings on pets, but what I'm picking up with your pet, pile number 3, it's as if they have your pet's not just a pet. It's like they are your guide or they are meant to top up your energies, or it's like there's something more to you. They're your companion. It's not just a companion, like, but they hold a significance for you. Let me just see as I continue whether they will fine tune that message for me. Yeah, you're on the verge, but don't quit now. You're about with the full moon, you're wrapping out a cycle as well, the full moon in Cancer. Yeah, there we go. There's your 10. There's your 10. You're wrapping out a cycle. Now, bear in mind with a 10 of swords and a Cancer and sensitivity. So some of you may have placements in Cancer that are tuning into this file. Some of you may also be water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Pisces has a lot going on this month, and particularly with the Venus and Mercury retrograde and the partial solar eclipse happening in Aries. So there's a lot of action going on in Pisces for those of you who have Pisces placements. But yeah, there's this ending that's coming through, a personal issue coming to an end, and you have the Death card under the deck as well. And with this 4 of Cups, it's like you're being taken out of a situation. It just seems like rising up to a higher timeline or to another place. It's like there is something, this is what the energy I'm picking up on. There is something here that's not currently where you are with this sensitivity card. There's something that you've outgrown, or there's something that's no longer working for you. And it's, you know it, you could feel it, and it's triggered something in you where you just want to go somewhere and find yourself, or you want to physically go somewhere and find yourself, physically pick up and just roam and explore and be free. It's like something you want to leave behind. That's with this Five of Swords, that's just no longer working for you. And with the Ten of Swords, because you guys are in various walks of life, pile number three, you're going to come to that realization, like something is going to happen this month, is coming up this month, and you know what, and you're going to come to the realization, you know what, that's it. When this thing happens, it's not going to be a shock. It's like you're going to have expected it. It's like it's extra confirmation or validation. But coming with that tense situation with the death card, it's you officially closing off a cycle, ending a chapter. In fact, you're not even ending a chapter, you're ending a whole book, love. You're like slamming that book shut. You're not looking at it again. That's it. No more. I know what the situation is. Pile number three, it doesn't feel like it's the best. It feels like you guys are putting up with something. But it's what, and this is the freedom that I was seeing in my mind's eye when I initially channeled the messages from this Blue Celestine. It's like a freedom of expansive space to roam and be free and to connect with yourself and your thoughts without distractions of energies you've outgrown around you. I'm picking up a lot of, there's been a lot of distraction, a lot of people expecting you to play small or not seeing you for your worth or who you are. There may be messages for you in pile number one, actually, like people not seeing your worth, not seeing, you feel suffocated, you feel stifled in, you want to expand, you want to release, you want to be picked up out of this. And yeah, I'm picking up on that energy quite a lot. Pile number three. So with this eclipse season, this is a powerful, like there's, you have full moon in Cancer, we have all the eclipses happening, we have the Ten of Swords here, we have the Death card. Like your pile, more than any other pile, is all about definitive endings and new beginnings, over and above any other pile. This is the pile of, yeah. What else for pile number three? So for the spirit guide team of pile number three, what else would you like them to know? Let's go into the Akasha. Let's get a clarifier for the Akasha. Yeah. Okay. So guys, there is, let's get one more. Whatever this is, it's not going to be new, guys. It's not going to be new. You guys have been forewarned. It's something that's turning up, and when it does, you're going to be like, yeah, got it. Yeah. Justice energy. There is some karmic retribution that you all would be getting or would be experiencing. And when that happens, you're going to be like, you know what? Thank you very much, universe. I've heard the message loud and clear. I could see that person, place, situation, thing for what they are, or I could see very well what they think of me and how they regard me. And you know what? I am not putting up with it anymore. And I'm on my way. You could feel it in the space. You could feel it in the environment, pile number three. It's something that you're feeling and you're tapping into, and you're just like, I don't want this anymore. Don't blame you. Like, this is some really heavy energy. Four of Pentacles. It's like it's something that you want from them, but they can't provide, they can't give that to you. And you're beginning to realize that now. So, whatever this personal issue coming up for a resolution, there's a realization. That resolution is a realization that you're coming to regarding a person, people, place, thing. It's like you can't get from them what you want, and they can't give you what you want. And also, it's the realization that they may have potentially, because they can't give you what you want or you can't get it from them, it's either they've been making out that it's your fault that you can't get what you want or they can't give it to you, which they've been using as a like gaslighting, whatever, whatever. Or you've realized that, you know what, I am better than this situation. This situation is not setting me up for me to really get what it is I want and deserve. I don't deserve to be treated like this anymore. I don't deserve to be looked at like this anymore. I'm tired of putting up with it. I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to see everyone for what they are. I mean, to get this Five of Swords and to get the Ten of Swords stabbing in the back like that, like it's heavy energy. And it's like you guys have put in a lot of effort, you know, in terms of getting what you feel you deserve or you want out of a situation. But you just have, despite all that you've tried, it's like getting blood out of stone with this person or this situation or this thing. Something is going to happen that's going to make you realize, yeah, got it. I can't ignore this message anymore. I'm off. Okay, so pile number 3, that is it with regards to the energies to expect for this month. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether it resonates. You could always select another pile, and I would see you in future readings. Bye for now. All right, so this is the bonus pile for all of you mission to souls, light workers, star seeds, all of you who know or you have a calling to serve the collective, for the expansion of the awareness of the collective, for the elevation, etc. In whatever way naturally comes to you, this is your pile. So let's get into it. What do you guys have? Rest. Wholeness. Oh. So that's your energies in terms of where you guys are and what you're exploring in this stage of your journey, rest and wholeness. In terms of the impact of eclipse season, surrendering to the divine, full moon. So that lunar eclipse, full lunar, yeah, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. And it's interesting, Virgo is the energy that's all about your rituals, your patterns, your rituals, your patterns, your habits. Habits was the phrase that I was looking for, you know? So we have a full moon coming with regards to that. It's your health, the daily routines. And it's the fact that it's happening in Virgo. Do you tend to be a perfectionist when it comes to this? So are you taking a respite from that? Are you taking a break from that? It's like I'm picking up with this sense wholeness. Is like your soul needs a break is something that I'm particularly picking up on. It needs a break. It's to integrate as well and for realizations to come in. When you're doing something very mundane and inspiration could just drop in for you, it's like you need some rest in here for that inspiration to drop in. You need to step away from what you intend to normally do, your daily routine. So this could either be a break, like a holiday, or just a break from your actual routines, getting away completely. So take that as it resonates, but that's what's coming through in order that there's this download that's quite potent around Mercury retrograde season that wants to come in for you. And it's interesting that we have the sun and then we have a moon coming into a moon. So this wholeness is definitely an eclipse season card and energy. And then on top of that, we have the full moon and that surrender and openness. And there's an element, take it as it resonates, Mission Soul Collective, there's an element of perfectionism coming in here as well. Things needed to be delivered by this deadline. Things need to be specifically like this. Things need to be specifically like that. The perfectionism is coming out of wanting to be the best mission soul you could be, wanting to serve the collective to the best of your abilities. That's where it's coming from. But there is something they're telling me of that perfectionism is the imposition of expectations on how things ought to be. And that is limiting your potential. It's the perfectionism surrendered to the divine. It's the ability to take risks. It's the ability to, yeah, is it for things because, yeah. I'm not going to label the perfectionism point. I just want to get to the other cards. All right. So the terms of focusing on what you need to release, heal, and to get through your issues this month. Oh, you have a beautiful unicorn and let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So there's a lot of release. We have let go, we have rest, and rest is taking yourself away from a situation. We have surrender as well. What do we have here? Starseed, what lights you up? So if there's any thought that this is the collective or the mission soul for the double mission, for the starseeds, for the light workers, yep, this is your part. Okay. Let's see what other further messages we're getting. There is something I'm picking up with this unicorn. There's something that's very unique about you that would really like to come through and make an emergence with this unicorn. It's like what you try. Okay, perfectionism. Sorry to bring it up again, but they keep on drawing me back to it. It's like this perfectionism is what you perceive other people want of you. Whereas it's tuning into what it is, there's something unique about what you have to offer that doesn't fit into any mold that's out there already, is what this is saying. With this starseed card, I'm picking up that a lot of you guys are coming into, they're giving me Lemuria. So a lot of you guys are coming into the memories of yourselves on other planets and on other worlds as well. Or you may be exploring that theme this month. Like we're seeing the Saturn ring and we're seeing different planets and so on. Some of you guys will be doing some moon rituals as well. Okay, let's get deeper into the tarot. So, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, thank you so much for that. Those messages so far. Please protect myself. Please protect and bless those viewing this reading. May we only channel messages of the highest accuracy for the highest divine truth for the mission, the soul collective, the star seeds, the light workers. For those coming into their spiritual awareness, may they find a message that would be, may they find a message that would suit them in this reading, that they could apply to their day-to-day for their conscious elevation and expansion. Thank you very much. Okay, what do we have? Oh, transformation. 13, death, transformation. This is what's coming in for you guys this month, this with eclipse season particularly. There's something of an older side of you that is passing away or that is dying, that's shedding, that's going to be released. If you guys selected one of the other piles, 1 to 3, it would have been referenced in there what you guys are letting go of. But I know pile number 3 definitely got letting go. They got the death card as well, quite strongly. And I'm picking up in here very strongly, and I'm seeing the wings here and the wings over there. There's something that you're elevating or pulling yourself out of. It's like the spirit guide team are picking you up like, look, out of the life and so on that you know. After these 6 months, I'm picking up that you're not even going to recognize yourself. And I feel that this rest is needed for this old elements of you to be let go. And with this wholeness energy, it's like a transmutation. It's like going up to different timelines. It's like you're elevating in your conscious soul. That's the best way I can find to describe it. It's like being in a cocoon and you're breaking your way out to emerge as a butterfly. Is another image that they're giving me. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And we have butterfly wings here. Okay, cool. Authority, Emperor energy, get in Aries, where you add Aries energy. So this is that. Look at that authority you guys are coming into. Mm-hmm. You know what I feel like from a collective sense, like even for myself this month, in terms of being a spiritual worker and even doing this, it's like I could feel come bubbling under the surface that sense of, yes, I got this. Yes, I got the knowledge. Yes, I trust myself. Yes, I am channeling from the highest divine source. Yes, I am the expert. I am that authority in what I am doing here. Yes, I am the go to person that could hold the energy, the high energy vibration frequency of a container. That's me. And that's where that authority is coming from. So the old side that isn't too sure, is this for me? Is this blah, blah, blah? There is like, with the energies of the eclipse, it's like you guys are coming into that. That's major arcana, powerful energy, by the way. It's like you're coming into that, coming into your authority, coming into your power, having that expansion. Now, this is only a message for some of you. Be very careful of who is around in your vicinity and who's around in your energy observing you this month. Yeah, that's just what I have there. Really tune into the energies of people around you because they may have a face, but energy doesn't lie. Okay, so that's another message I'm getting. Okay, let's continue. So, what else? Yep, something is dying, is skin that's shedding for you guys to step into your authority. Like something happens that gives you guys a realization like, no, I am that boss, I am that biatch, I am that, something's happening that gives you that realization. New beginnings, yeah. Full moon, end of a cycle, wholeness. We have that zero shape. It's like, yeah. And all of these guys are major arcanas. All of these, like you've stepped through a door now. Some of you may be psychic intuitives as well. Like you could step out of time and space and just observe what's coming on, what's going on. It's like you are being cemented in that authority or in that ability. Yeah, this is definitely it's Aries season, it's equinox season as well. Spring equinox. Spring is springing. Put that here. Anything else regarding this new beginnings that we should be aware of? Guys, all of this is so, so beautiful, like wisdom. For some of you, pile number 3 would definitely be your pile. Again, when someone like being a spiritual teacher, I'm picking up with a lot with this wisdom card. It's spiritual learning or going somewhere to learn. You know, Jesus went out to the desert for that 40 days. Actually, it's Easter, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm picking up a lot with that. It's like going away or leaving behind what you know with that death energy as well. It's sort of that leaving behind too. Either learn spiritual concepts or explore them. There is deep learning and expansion of your wisdom and awareness so that you could serve the collective better, is what I'm picking up here. Doing a course, whatever this is with this wisdom book, it's like, yeah, but it's looking behind. It's this looking behind that particularly. I know there's a message there, and it's just not coming. The most I'm getting is this from this transformation. It's leaving something behind, leaving who you were behind, making the decision to leave behind who you were, to explore who you're destined and who you're meant to be. And for a lot of you, it's going to be quite palpable. It's going to be a new beginning for a lot of you. It's going to be taking yourself out of your current environment. But for a lot of you, you may not be able to put your finger on it just yet. I'm picking up a lot of surrendering to the divine. It's like the divine has a plan for you. So I may not be able to pinpoint exactly what this is going to look like for some of you, because it's as if the universe wants to surprise you, or it's a gift that the universe wants to present to you. So it's like a matter of not spoiling the surprise, so to speak. Okay, so thank you. What else is coming through, particularly with the surrender to the divine and the letting go? So fair mentality. Oh gosh, fair did come up. Fair came up in pile number 2. So some of you may be from pile number 2, feeling trapped, feeling like certain situations are coming up again and again and again and again. Certain situations that you know have key life lessons for you, but it's like you can't access the life lessons. But you're going to come into the realization this month that you have the power to let this go. And it's more or less fear of your greatness, is what I'm being told. With this, it's like this authority card, this emperor card is looking over you. Dare I say, for some of you, this may be a self-imposed prison also. One that for once and for all, you guys, because this has come under the letting go energy and it's come under the surrender energy. Let's see what else is there with this trapped in fear. These cards are so big, but I do like them. Ooh. Yeah, the sun, here comes the sun. Do 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 do, sacred chakra, here comes the sun. And I say, it's all right. I love this. I love this. I love this. I'm glad I inquired because notice the sun in the background that's coming in. Notice this in the back. Like you're fully immersed in it now. It's like these barriers aren't holding you in anymore. You've burst through them. You're able to have a deeper connection now with your higher self and who you are. A lot of you are stretching out. You're making that connection. You're having that realization. And for quite a few of you, this is coming from sacral chakra work, getting your sacral chakra back in balance. Understanding your divine femininity, understanding your divine masculinity, understanding your authenticity, your creativity, your uniqueness as well. All of that sits in your sacral. And it's interesting, we talked about uniqueness with this unicorn and the fact that some of you guys have a uniqueness about your mission, a uniqueness about how you would be fulfilling your mission. And being able to connect fully with that sacral chakra, rebalancing your sacral chakra is all part and parcel of that. You got this. You guys really, really do have this. To get the sun and to get the emperor. And then we have a double sun here as well. Like we don't quite know where the sun behind the book is coming from. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a solar plexus and a sacral chakra as well. We have the purple, which is the crown chakra, the connection with your higher worlds, dimensions, your higher self, your spirit guides, your ascended masters, your archangels, and all the rest of it. And instead of, I noticed that halo with his bald spot, but like you're looking directly up now, you have that access, you're communicating, there is a back and forth happening. Your head's not down anymore, it's up. That connection's been made. This is wondering, this is you guys working. Is this going to happen? Is this spiritual business going to happen? Me being a mission soul, it's a calling I can't turn away from. Is it ever going to happen? Lots of self-doubt, lots of working through programs and conditioning and working through limiting self-belief. But you gotta break through. You have the death, you have the new beginnings. In fact, 3 and 1 is 4. We have 4. Like 4 is stability, like you're making it, you're breaking through it all. Oh, we have one more here. Waiting game. 2 twos. In fact, we have a lot of synchronicities with the 4s coming through here. We have 2 and 2, which is 4. We have 4. We have 3 and 1, which is 4. We have 8 here, so 2 4s are 8s. Yeah. And we also have the 0 here, which is a new beginning, sort of like a 1, and we have the 9 and 1, which is 20, so another 2. But I feel like with this waiting game that you guys have been waiting quite a long time. You guys have been going round and round, doing levels and levels and layers and layers and layers of that healing. And it's that wondering, would this ever happen? Would this ever happen? Would I ever have this breakthrough? That breakthrough that you guys have been looking for, that breakthrough is happening this month. The darkest hour is the one before the dawn, is what they're saying to me. Hang in there. I think pile number 1 got that message. It's either pile number 1 or pile number 2 got the message. Just hang in there a little bit longer. When you guys break through, this authority card, this mastery card, mastery is what they're giving me. It's like this mastery is like, it's almost as if it's a download, it's a realization, it's a shift in perspective, it's a shift in consciousness, it's an elevation of your conscious awareness that almost happens overnight. It's like this rest and wholeness is needed to allow this download to come in. So perhaps taking it around during the period of the solar eclipse and lunar partial, full lunar eclipse, partial solar eclipse. So that may be the time of really having a lot of rest and relaxation and just letting go and surrendering to allow this to come in. All right. So for Mission Soul, Light Seed, Star Workers, this is your collective reading. I hope this resonated with you. Oh, and for those who are just new and coming in and awakening into the spiritual world, welcome. I hope this resonated with you. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in future readings. Bye for now.